All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shell.
Check 26. Check 26. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tight end right.
Hey, lift. Let's go.
Check. Crunch.
Starting left here.
Hey, check 24.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Watch the slant.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Super one. Here we go. White 20. Dula.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Right there.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions.
Right.
Introduced himself with authority on that play.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come
Starting
up
left
on
here.
3rd down.
We got 3.
Dula.
I got him. That's me.
12.
29 is the mic. Mic 29.
5.
All day, baby. All day.
A shotgun snake is on. Going deep downfield for Roll. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Here we go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
4 down.
Let's go. 12. Let's go. DC.
Motion, motion, motion.
Harbaugh.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Shell, shell, shell.
Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, lift, 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 lift.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
4 down, 4 down.
We go Sadat. 180.
Mike, 53.
Super 66.
I got you.
17. 17.
He's gone. Thomas got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Your trip ends here.
Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey,
Hines, his first and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He was brought down by Devon
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
You're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you gotta find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives you some
around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Slow. 3 down.
He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
We got 3 down, 3 down.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage they needed. In this game.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard, and he was ready for that running play.
24 is the mic. Left, 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 left. Watch the run.
On third down, it's Hines. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Oh, yeah!
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only thing that's happy now is to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
This will be taken at the 10. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them,
Super 66.
Right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Value 3, value 3.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hand off to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Check 13.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we
Here they
think
come,
about
here they
big
come, here they
breakers,
come.
don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
Now second and
Here we
7
go, fellas.
from the
Here we go.
23.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Hey, 5.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, lift. Lift. Lift.
The throw on second down is gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here we
And
go.
they've got it well across midfield down to the 40
Cornell.
before it's all said and done.
Check 3.
They give him a gain of 38.
Shell.
Deuce.
Xerox.
Sponge.
Turbo, set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right. Come on now. 17. Harbaugh.
Check.
On second down, it is gone.
Watch 88.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt.
Value
It's first
3,
and goal
value
just
3.
outside the 5.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
First and goal. And he is met
baby.
quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Moves back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Orange.
More down.
White 20.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Brown. Brown. Brown.
Check. 53's mic.
Tiger. Tiger.
Play action. Here's Goff. And he fires one. It's intercepted.
That's it,
Picked by
baby.
Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Slow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You.
Ace.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Overload.
Slow.
Check 83. Ball's going to 83. Check pass. Check.
Left.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Slow.
Let's get the ball.
Ace.
They'll run down the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Left.
3 down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Tight end. Tight right. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down.
With Hines. Very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down. Mike's 56.
Z.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Ace.
Check 52.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Yeah,
Another down
baby.
on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know. Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true,
value
right?
three, value three.
That sting lingers
Hey,
a little bit longer.
Lift.
Come out now and
Lift.
put together some nice plays.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here goes Sadat. White 20. Tiger.
44.
Dula.
44.
Deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Start left here.
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Merlin. Value 1.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Turbo set.
They run with and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They don't want it,
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
We're good.
Alert. 3 down.
Louis.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Two tights. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll take the handoff. Now gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Need a tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
Starting left here.
I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
Hardball.
Mike, 53.
Trying on third. Gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
He's only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now Mahomes calling on 2nd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They flip the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen the block,
and this is the way. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
180.
Let's go. Hey,
Value 3. Value 3.
53. Oh, yeah, I'm
The drive with Brady.
Check.
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal
Maverick,
foul yardage.
Maverick.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
11. 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Strong right.
White 20.
4 down.
Maverick.
53 is the mic. 53.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go. Black 20.
Hey, check. 3 down.
12.
Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Play action. It's gone. Wide open receiver complete.
Okay,
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Got 3.
Cut. Black 20. Hey, lift.
get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice hit, boy.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Tight right, tight right.
And he's got it.
Hot.
Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the
What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. Short kick on the up middle takedown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight end right. 3 down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That huge loss on the Saints makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Throw. Guys, check me out. Throw. Stand up over there. Throw. 1, 2, 3.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better on that.
We'll find out. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
3 down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
Throw! Second down. They're going deep for Hill. And that is caught. One-handed. Pulled it in. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the toss. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
3 down, 3 down. Joker, Joker. Ace, ace.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Alert, alert.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get through and keep it short of the first. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Three down.
Here we go, Sadat. 180.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Tula.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch tight.
Maverick Walsh.
Tight ends right.
That black 20.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Back.
Louis.
Here's the throw. He's going to air one out.
You can't block me.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, baby.
Colby Lisenby, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easy.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. 24 is the mic.
First down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
I got 87. Slow.
Holmes will try again on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Weaving through through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's used to running at that distance before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't
watch this lead shrink a little. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Key to tight end.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Jester.
All day.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Here we go.
8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check 24.
We're good. Starting left here.
Mike's fofo. Hey, let's get them home.
Maverick.
First and 10, gone. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three.
Done. 180.
Hey, tight.
Maverick.
Let's go.
Al, look out.
From the gun. Over the middle.
And let's pin the mirrors
And
back
they'll
and
work
go
this
full
down
strip.
to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive
Here we go,
rolling.
here we
It's
go.
another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Game situation. Let's go.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight right.
Obama.
Four down.
Obama. Jula.
Switch gears.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for
That's
the
where you
stop.
belong.
Chris Jones on the stop.
That 2nd down play call was not
You
to
got
pick
him.
up the first
You
down. It was to
got him.
accomplish what they did to
You
get him
got
into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Hey. Watch 16, boys. Single. I got a single on the
Left to the
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Too tight.
Three down.
Three down. Check 31, check.
Super one.
Check three.
Value three.
Following the penalty is Romero. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
Three down. Hey!
Done. 180.
Watch 41, watch.
Let's go.
Go.
That's it.
Going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Here we go.
Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Done. 180.
44. Mike, 40.
Dula.
I'm coming.
On the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's
baby.
2nd down.
Yeah. Single. Watch one.
12.
They're running it. 44's the Mike.
17.
They'll play with goal. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Black 20.
4 down. Alert.
They'll take the give. Now gone. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Oh, boy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Hey, we have...
Louis.
4 down.
Jester.
3.
Off-play action. Here's Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
White 20.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. You don't want it?
Hey, 5.
Pick up the ball.
Twos.
Check. 53.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Bound to lose one.
What's that?
53. Mike.
Again, it's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Watch the motion. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Check me out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Tight end right. 3 down. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Undercrush.
Down out of the gun. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in.
We're good. We're good.
And in a big way.
Not 180. Harbaugh.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, lift. 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 Lift.
goes, he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Under 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check.
Louis.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5
Here we go,
thus
fellas, here we
far.
go.
This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey.
Tiger.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Hey, it's hot.
The throw is gone. It's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Super one.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free. You're in a dire situation now.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Your trip is here, baby.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Foes and Mike.
Value 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
A tip carry to Camara.
Jam.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Go, run.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
3 down.
Twos.
44. Mike.
14.
Goff on 3rd down. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas.
You don't want no problems with me.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
3 down.
180.
44's the Mike. 44's.
Hey, lift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Check.
Now a handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Bucks with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by Washington. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a run play. And pretty much said, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Saints, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.